Welcome to the last episode of Mable, the Rover 414 in Hawaiian blue, formerly known as Ronnie Corbett and even more formally known as Ian Paisley. This lovely little car, this cheerful little fellow, now a lady, has found itself a new home. It's gone. It's gone somewhere else. And I haven't sold it. I've swapped it for the car that I'm recording from now. I didn't get a chance to do anything with this car in the yard today, so I brought it home. Took myself a nice little blast up Blackstone Edge, and here at nearly 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm going to show it to you. Get ready for something of a surprise. You see, I've swapped Mable, the Rover 414, for this. That's right. For the third time, Alexander Audi is in my ownership. You may find this quite surprising. I do too. I never thought I'd have this car back again, although I did, maybe just a tiny little bit, due to the fact that I moved it on to Aaron and not someone I didn't know. Magnificently huge boot, the wonderfully spacious rear interior, and the properly hard-wearing leather. You've seen all this before, I don't need to tell you. Unless you're one of the people that haven't seen it before. I get new subscribers all the time. I get new people watching my videos every day. So there's always a good chance that you're watching this not having a clue what I'm talking about. So just in case, you really don't need me to tell you all this again. That's why I've sped it up. The 414 was a lovely little charming lovely motor car, but it seemed a bit like nobody really wanted to buy it except for Aaron. Aaron, absolutely loving this little car, said he couldn't possibly see anybody else buy it because the paint and some of the corrosion was starting to get to it a little bit, and he was really worried that give it another year, this car won't even be around. The weird thing is, the reason he ended up with this Audi in the first place was because he needed a daily car, something that he didn't really want to be putting loads of miles on. So he swapped Mrs. Doyle, the Rover 416 Tourer, for this, which I subsequently sold. And then just discovered that this wasn't really him particularly. However, Aaron is a very particular chap with things. Well, I say particular chap. There are a few things he's not massively bothered about, but with this car, first thing he did when he took it home was correct a couple of the issues that it had. And that was the two front window regulators had given up, so you couldn't use the front windows. And when there's no air conditioning, that doesn't make for a particularly pleasant drive. He also had the two front tyres replaced, one of the drive shafts, the other one's in the boot, and is to reattach the Audi badge on the back. And he's also done an excellent job of cleaning the interior up and fit a new latch to this door. Typical of Aaron really to do all those things and then decide to get rid of it. A bit of a close one, that. It's a great car, but I've no need to keep it. I've got my Volvo. So this is going to go up for sale next week, I reckon. Next week. If you'd like to intervene and stop it from going up for sale by buying it, just do that. I can guarantee that you won't be disappointed by the quality of the interior, by the fuel economy, by the size, by the Project Nigel sticker on the side, or just the general overall feeling of not smugness that you have with this car. When German cars were understated and actually very good, this is the last of those kind of cars. Let's rewind a few hours to when I was on my way home in this particular car. It feels great to be back in this car, but also a bit uncomfortable because I cannot use the aircon because of the grindy pulley. That means having the windows closed, and outside it is 29 degrees. But if I have the windows open, you get far too much of this kind of buffeting sound going on, and that wouldn't be pleasant. In fact, one of the slight disagreements I always did have with this car is that it kind of generates a frequency that my microphone doesn't like. So when it comes to going over some of these bumps, it just distorts the mic. My Scotland trip that I've been talking about quite a bit today, to anyone that cares to be interested in, having the Audi A6 back, Alexander Audi A6, I did think perhaps I should take this one instead, because I know just how durable this car is, just how keen it is to do the job and not let me down. I feel the same way with the Volvo, but that does mean that I've got no turning back when it comes to the aircon. And if on Thursday it's anywhere near as warm as it is today, it's just not going to work. I can't do all that without the aircon on and the windows closed. I'm taking this car home now because this particular car was always very, very popular. My wife likes it. The girls said that it's their favourite car I've ever had. So I thought, take it home, treat them. We've got to go to the shop. Why not go in the big Audi? Why not indeed? And now with the heat, I'm beginning to change my mind a little bit. What do I do with this car though? I'm back to where I was a month ago, where I'd got the Volvo and I thought, well, the Audi is now redundant, because it is. Both cars are the same kind of thing. I don't need two of them. I cannot in the slightest, there's absolutely no way of justifying keeping this car. So I've just got to offer it out there. Be mindful of the fact that you could buy this car off of me. You could buy it tomorrow, although not tomorrow or the day after, because I won't be here. I'll be having a very long drive, a very long, hard look at myself whilst I have a very long drive. I still really like this car in the same way that I did before. I never got bored of it. I just found every journey to be stress-free, comfortable, economical, and it's the same. Of course it is. It just drives spot on. It's about as good as a car really needs to be, except the fact that I can't use the aircon. This is the second time I've been in possession of the same car 3 times. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for being a channel member, and thank you to those wonderfully generous people that are helping to fund my next big challenge video. Thank you for pressing like. Thank you for not pressing dislike. I appreciate that. And thank you to anyone else that happens to have commented or just not got to the video and found themselves with a little doll of me stabbing me with a pencil. I don't particularly like it when that happens, so I'm glad it hasn't happened this time. See you next time.
Nie, no, była, nie, dobra. Ale co, co, raz nie wiem. Nie wiem. Słuchaj, morgen deze leuke boekjes. Dan kijk je uit, en is gevierd, dus is nodig. Hier, zeer vuur, de lap. Maar dan is ook aan het zijde. Ja, zo af. Dus lijkt het, ja, zo af.